We are back with a car scope. Oh my goodness, can you guys even see me? Okay, this is good. Let me just plug in my phone before it dies. Hi guys, a little mid-afternoon scope. What's going on? Hello. I don't normally scope at this time, but I am actually going to an engagement party today to celebrate my best friend and her engagement. So that's why I'm like a little dolled up today. But I wanted to talk to you guys about this topic because it's so important. And if you are an entrepreneur and you have your own business and you kind of just do things your own way, then I know you've come across this. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Coach Nadia K. I'm a business coach. I'm a certified wellness professional. I've been working in the online industry for about 4 years now. So I work with multi-passionate entrepreneurs. I help them go from stuck idea land to success and the world of implementation. I help them get results in their business and in their personal life. So let's talk about something, guys. Type a 1 in the comments if there is just one person in your life who's always pissing you off with their opinions and who's always kind of trying to tell you how you should be doing things, or they're constantly trying to impose upon you their plan for your life. Okay? Give me a 1 in the comments if there's just somebody who always gets to you, and even though you kind of wish they didn't have this effect on you, they just do. We all have one of those. As an entrepreneur, I've come across many people whom I love dearly that have kind of just not believed in my business. They haven't believed in my ideas. They haven't believed in the possibility of me succeeding. They haven't believed in the person I chose to spend the rest of my life with. They haven't believed, exactly, F them. F them, for real. We're going to talk about this today because I have 5 tips for you guys. So I hope you came with like a pen and paper. Please share this out because the more of us there are with an awareness on how to deal with these people, hey, Inspired for Success, the easier it's just going to be for all of us to just be happier. Hey, Thick Girl. Hey, Sneakerhead. Nice to see you back here. So listen, okay? And let's keep the troll comments to a minimum. I am trying not to block people today, and I'm just trying to keep it cool and clean. Let's just create this loving environment right now. Okay? Let's just create this loving environment. So, okay, see? That's going to get you blocked. Talk about my hair from Petco. Listen. Anyway, so how do you deal with these difficult people, right? For me personally, I'm going to get really personal with you guys right now. That person has always been my mom. So she always really gets under my skin. And I get really upset that I let her get under my skin. But, you know, it is what it is. And you can't always expect the people that you love and cherish to support you or to be there for you. It just doesn't happen like that sometimes, guys. It's just not in the cards. And you're over here taking it all personally and letting it, like, ruin your day. Don't do that. Let's not do that, okay? And the thing is, if we always react that way, we're going to get what we've always gotten, which is being in a state of frustration and angst and upset and crying and like, why doesn't this person support me? Why doesn't this person love me? Why is this person so mean to me? Listen, guys, I have 5 tips for you today. Because if you're an entrepreneur, listen, you need to have some freaking tough skin, okay, man? This is and just because you cry doesn't mean you don't have tough skin. Just because you break down doesn't mean you don't have tough skin. What I'm saying is you're going to go through those things. You're going to go through those things, the tears, the waterworks, the low points, but like it just matters what you do next. It doesn't matter if you go through that. It's just a matter of getting out of that space. So this is the first thing I want you guys to consider when it comes to the difficult people in your life and their annoying ass opinions and their invasiveness and their critical judgment on you. I need you guys to understand something. We each speak from our own space. And sometimes our space is filled with limiting beliefs. Sometimes our own space is filled with our own demons. Sometimes, and please share this out, guys. Just share this out. Sometimes I'd really appreciate that. Our own space is filled with stuff that we just haven't dealt with personally, right? So, and that it's really difficult to not feel hurt by other people when they do this, but I'm going to give you a specific example. So I have a very close friend of mine who's, always worked in a corporate structure that she feels is secure, and I have nothing against that. That's just not my personality. So when she talks to me about my business, she's going to speak to me from a place in her own space of having always having job security, of always having had a job, of never really understanding the logistics of what I do and how I make money. So she's going to always speak to me from her space. And it's not that, and it may not be, and although I may find it insulting, it's not done with the intention of criticizing me or hurting me. And the more I understand that, the more bulletproof I become. And the more difficult it is for people to infiltrate that little wall that I have of being offended, okay? Because the easier you are to offend, I'm going to have to insult you a little bit, but this is the thing. The easier you are to offend, the less awareness you truly have. Because when you have a fulfilled sense of awareness of who you are, it is super, super difficult for you to get offended. And you shouldn't get offended, because if you can understand that people speak to you from their own knowledge, their own beliefs about themselves and their own space and their own experiences, then you can't really get offended, okay? So that's the first tip, is remember people are speaking from their own space. The second tip is you need to remember that it doesn't matter what people say or think or do. Your job is not to concern yourself with what other people think and say. Your job is to concern yourself with beliefs, thoughts, and actions that serve your highest good. Is really allowing this person to upset me, does that serve my highest good? Hell no, it doesn't. So I need to just kind of take in what you're saying, but not really allowing it to stay a while. Okay? You need to operate in the beliefs and actions that serve you. And obsessing over what other people are saying to you and their opinions of you does not serve your highest good. So remember that. Okay? That was tip 2. 3. Okay? 3. Now this is just a key phrase. I did. Yes, I do. CoachNadiaK.com. So I am not condescending. I've had to work very hard on brushing things off of my shoulder and responding in a manner that's humble and showing that I have humility, because that serves my highest good, even when people offend me. So I'm going to tell you guys this little phrase that will instantly snap you out of getting frustrated and offended. When somebody says something to you, you are going to respond with, "Thanks, I'm working on that." That instantly positions you to be open to continuously working on yourself. Yeah, Sherry, because the anger doesn't serve you. It just hinders you, and you're walking around with all that nonsense. You're not giving it to them, right? So when somebody says something to me, especially a family member, because I have lots of family members who tend to impose their opinion on me and what their plan for my life is. I didn't know that, you had godlike powers. So when they tell me something like, "Oh, Nadia," let's say, "Nadia, you need to take better care of your backyard." Thanks, I'm working on that. Where initially my response would have been, "Are you kidding me? I have 2 kids, a full-time job. I don't sleep." Like, I could respond with all those things, but I'm only going to put myself in a state of angst. Thanks, I'm working on that. Okay? Number 4. Number 4 kind of piggybacks off of number 1, and that's to not take it personally. You cannot take it personally, because half of the mean shit people say to you, half of the opinionated, degrading, humiliating stuff people try to impose upon you is not even about you. Let me ask you this. When you're in a great state of mind and everything's just going well, do you treat people poorly? No. And taking it personally is depleting your skill of being understanding and compassionate to what that person is going through. Feel sorry for them. So replace taking it personally with feeling sorry for that person's ability to be so freaking opinionated and so concerned with everybody else and so miserable in their own existence. Feel sorry for them. And I take it a step further. If you're trying to piss me off, and if you're super opinionated and you're just coming out of nowhere with your nonsense, I'm going to pray for you tonight. You're going to be on my prayer list. I have a long prayer list, because Some people just need Jesus, and you are not in the business of helping people get their act together. You're in the business of being the best version of yourself, okay? And the last one, guys, the last one is remember that you don't need anybody's permission to become the best version of yourself. Deep down, you know what your plan is. You know what direction you should be taking. You know if what you're doing is right or wrong. If something somebody is saying to you is slightly true and you kind of are a jerk, just work on it. But remember that you don't need permission from anyone to do what you believe is best for yourself, or to do, sorry, there's like such weird lighting, or to do whatever it is you want to do with your existence. God didn't say, here, take this time on earth and allow everybody else to tell you how to use it appropriately. I don't think that was the plan. You know what I'm saying? I think the plan is for you to use your gifts, your talents, to serve the higher purpose. There's a higher purpose besides just existing here, okay? No, I'm not. I actually have to stop at the store really quickly. Creep. Blocked. That was really creepy. Anyways, so, yeah, guys. That's my 5 tips for you. I would love if you guys could share this out with your followers if you found it helpful. I have totally irrelevant from what I'm telling you today. If you're an entrepreneur and you are looking to build your business, save time, stop spinning your wheels, figure out how to get positioned on social media effectively, gain visibility so you could be in front of the people who actually want to purchase your products and services, I have a free training on Monday, bit.ly/biz building webinar, okay? If you didn't catch my scope earlier about social media, go catch the replay. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it up for too long, but thank you guys for tuning in. Don't let anybody like just infiltrate that awesomeness that you have. You know, you got to be a little bit more, you got to create that little wall for things to start bouncing off of you. Okay, guys? Remember that, okay? Do what serves your highest good always, even if it means having to remove yourself from certain people. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, because you can't have everybody coming and affecting your energy all the time, guys. You cannot be a ping pong to the world. You got to get your stuff together. You got to make sure your skin's a little bit tougher, okay? And I'm not saying that because I'm perfect at this. I'm saying that because I had a rough moment today, and I need speaking to you guys through my rough moments actually reinforces what I know to be true for myself. So with that being said, I got to get out of here. I got to go get this gift, and I got to get to this party. So I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Stay well. Oh, Sherry, anytime. I hope to connect with you soon. Take care.